Hey again! Welcome back to another FaceTime call. I'm back in the kitchen that we all know and love and adore. And if you don't know it, welcome to my kitchen. Back in the YVR. Forgive me for the vacuuming that's happening upstairs. You know, you can't, when it's time to vacuum, it's time to vacuum, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I really hope it's not coming through very loudly, but if it is, you know, you just gotta grin and bear it. I am making breakfast and would love for you to join. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support and love on my last video, which was my Hosier-inspired Greek mythology poem. I had so much fun doing that video. I had the time of my life. I really did. And to have it also be received in a way that was also shown with a lot of excitement and encouragement too was really awesome and just so nice. Thank you for being here. If you so choose to stay, can't promise that every video is going to be like that. Like I will try to live up to whatever the expectations that you have of me, which I don't even know what expectations I have of myself. But I did want to say thank you. And if you're coming and you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Michaela. I love to write. Oh, this is not nearly toasted enough. How do you guys like your things toasted? Like burnt? Like, are you inhaling carcinogens, or do you like it like a little bit, just like a little bit golden? For those curious as to what I'm putting on my bagel, it's a plain bagel, and I'm thinking of putting strawberry cream cheese. I saw this in the supermarket, and I said, oh, I want that. I feel like it'd be good. So let's do an unboxing together. I feel like my mind goes to 5 million topics anytime I speak. So I know that I was just thanking you for being here, but now I'm showing you my strawberry cream cheese. This looks great. Oh my God, what a beautiful color. So I'm having a bagel with strawberry cream cheese, and I think I'm gonna put raspberries on top because I can, you know? Like, does that not seem like a dream? Do you guys also wash your produce? I usually do. I didn't just now. But I'm gonna go back to what I was saying before, which is thank you for being here. And if you're new, keep your expectations low. Because most of the time, this is perfection. Most of the time, I kind of just talk a lot. Like the writing one, obviously I hope to do more videos like those, definitely, duh. That's the whole point of my existence on this earth, is to do things like that. Well, not videos like that, but to write like that. But sometimes you're gonna get things like this that are just, what is going on in this video? Don't know, I just started filming, you know? So while we make breakfast together, I didn't have a plan as to also what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna spread some cream cheese on here and hope that it's really good. It smells really good. What's everybody's thoughts on cream cheese? You like it or you hate it? And if you're looking at me and you're like, Michaela, that is, ow, it's hot. Delicious. And if you're looking at this, you're like, Michaela, that's an insane amount of cream cheese. I don't want to hear it. This is really hot underneath my hands. I should probably wait for a second, but the world doesn't wait for people. I am gonna be so annoyed to edit this because I'm not making any sense. I'm not saying anything in any order at all, and that's a problem for me editing. So Michaela, when you're editing this, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not washing these. Sorry to everybody who's freaking out right now. I'm also gonna split them in half. See, the problem with not washing this is like, is that a little bug? What if there's somebody watching that's like, Michaela, you should wash your produce. And I also took a food safe course. So, that if honestly, it's on me for not washing my produce. Again, I've lost everybody. I want everyone to know that this is what my breakfast looks like. Clearly, I'm really going for plating, aesthetic purposes here. Nice. That's good. I recommend that. I kind of made this up just now. 1 second, be right back. Hi, I'm filming on my phone, and I am outside in public. That's crazy. Just kidding. I'm walking down the street. There's nobody here. I'm so out of breath because one, I have a bus to catch, and two, I'm just nervous and excited. But I'm going to a library because they're doing like a little collective creative writing meeting. Not a meeting, but like, I guess like a meeting, but not in like a meeting kind of sense, but it's like, it's an open invitation for women and other genderqueer folk to like hang out, and it's like, if you like to write, you should come and show up. And I got this sponsored ad on my Instagram feed because obviously my FBI agent is working overtime. I'm just gonna go. I think I'm gonna go and see how it is. I'm really excited, but I'm like walking at the speed of light because I have to catch this bus, and if I don't, then you and we're not going at all. This angle, so sorry, can't do anything about it. I'm walking to the library now, and I'm just feeling really scared. But like in a good way, not in like, I'm not gonna turn back around and go home, but because you know I'm already here. But I just want everyone to know that I'm like a little bit nervous, and I genuinely do not know what to expect at all. Just know that I'm nervous, and I'm trying to tell myself that's okay, because obviously it is, and I'm going outside my comfort zone and doing something that I really haven't ever done before. But I think this will be so good for me, right? Like, this has to be good for me. And like, and if I don't like it, I don't like it, and then I never go back, right? Like, hello, it really is gonna be fine. I am okay. I'm a big girl. Sometimes I am a little girl, but today I'm a big girl. Oh my god, a cat! There's a cat right there. 1 second, I'm showing you. Anyway, I probably shouldn't film inside someone's apartment like that, but you could barely see inside, right? Is that an invasion of privacy? Maybe I'll just blur out everything else, but show you the cat. I'm just saying words now. I'm not gonna vlog until after the event, and I'll let you know how it is. But I'm almost there. I'm feeling so... I can't even begin to tell you the emotions that I'm feeling right now, but I'm proud of myself. That's a good sign. Okay, anyway, bye. I'll see you guys later. Hi, everyone. I just left the... Oh, I see my bus. No problem. I'm not catching that. No way in hell. I just left the writing event, and it was so fun. Oh my god, guys, it was so fun. I had so much fun. I'm so up close and personal to the camera right now, but... And there's so much construction. I'm so sorry. I don't even know if you can hear me. I had the time of my freaking life. It was awesome. Everyone was there. It was so nice. So many people went. It was so fun. And we're going to meet again in 2 weeks. And I'm going to go, obviously. And it was so fun. Okay, there's a lot of people. I'm going to go. I got to go. There's a lot of people. I'm so sorry. I got to go. Bye. Okay, hi. I'm back. I got off the bus. I'm almost home. But I feel like I just needed to say some things. I just have so much to say, so I'm just gonna walk, or I actually might sit. I'm at a park right now, so I might just sit at the bench and like talk your ear off for a second. Guys, I had so much fun at this writing event. It was actually an Instagram ad that I got. It was like a sponsored post, and it was just this girl that wanted to write with other people. Like, she saw something in her community that was lacking, which was a women's and genderqueer folk writing group, and she literally said, let me do it. And so many people went, and it was so fun, and like everyone is just like so excited to write and like to share and to like be with other people that also want to write and be creative. And I think that was so refreshing and nice. But it was so nice, and it was so fun, and I got some writing done, and I feel so excited about it. Maybe I don't know, my emotions are like running amok right now because I just feel so like, I feel like this is what it's about, guys. Like, we're just hanging out and we're getting through it, and we love to do art, and we love to, you know, write stories and share things. And sorry about the children around, but I don't know, like, writing is such a personal and intimate thing with any craft. I feel like any art, I feel, can be so intimate and so like vulnerable, and so sometimes it is a very like solitary practice to like sit in your room and like write. And I feel like as an extrovert, those two things don't really mesh well together, and like that's also in part why I have this channel, because I saw this post yesterday that was like, no riz, just brown eyes and constant yapping. Yes, writing can be such an intimate, like, personal thing, but also it doesn't have to be, you know, to each their own. But sometimes it is for me, and sometimes it isn't, and sometimes I will write things that like I will never ever share. And that's also part of writing. Most of the times I will write things and would love to share with the world and, you know, whoever is willing to listen. But this was so nice because we were just all hanging out together and writing on our laptops and having no expectations of other people, and just like in a room with people who love to do this kind of art form and are so supportive and so awesome. Anyway, granted, I've only been once, but it's already making me feel so excited about continuing to go and like being, I don't know, creative. And I'm feeling so excited about what's coming, and I don't know, like, this is not even, I don't even know what's coming. Like, I'm just excited for it, which is really refreshing. And I think
I don't know. Obviously, I owe thanks to a lot of things, but I think I'm really proud of myself for doing it and being excited about it and not running away from it like I used to. Anyway, with that being said, after saying that, it made me think of why I am talking to you in the first place. But today we were given some prompts, and one of them was talking about like why you love to write and like what is it about writing that you love. And I took that prompt and I wrote something like adjacent to it. And I was going through my Word document of things that I've already previously written, and I had written like a small thing about like fear and how fear has kind of taken over my life when it comes to writing and other aspects of my creative life. And I took some paragraphs from that and I was like, oh, I like how this sounds, and I added more to it, and I'm excited to share that if you'll have me. If you don't, then no problem. And I would love to share that with you. I'm too lazy to pull it open right now because my hands are freezing cold. I will share that with you either today or tomorrow.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to my room, and sorry about this angle. Why do I immediately like always apologize for things? I'm a woman, that's why. Like, that's better. Okay, yeah, we can sit cross-legged together. It's reading time, duh. I'm doing a little debrief session with you, post-writing event and post like that whole journey yesterday, which thank you for coming on that journey with me. So fun. It was so fun. And you could obviously tell in the way I was talking yesterday to you in those clips. Like, now that I've had a second to debrief with myself, I just like wanted to talk about it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna like read to you what I wrote yesterday during the event. It was just so like nice to be around people that like you could tell all of us like had the same dream or like a version of that dream. We had a passion, we had the same passion, and it was like a space where all of us could just like do what we wanted to do without like a fear of judgment, which is so nice because I feel like I really needed that. Like I really needed that inviting space to be a part of. It was so fun. And so yesterday it was either like work on whatever you want to work on, do whatever you want, or if you want, like, here's a prompt. One of the prompts was honestly I've forgotten it because I did take the prompt and like write adjacent to it. But one of it was just like, why do you like writing, or like what is it about writing that like really speaks to you? And the other prompt, which I thought was really cool, was like, you are an animal of your choosing, or write about an animal of your choosing who has discovered Vancouver pre-Vancouver, like just land. I was mentioning, I think like in my park clip, that I like had written something along the lines of like personifying this idea of fear, capital F fear, and how this idea of fear has like trickled into my life. I have found myself struggling to be creative because of this fear, especially like having post-grad limbo feeling and this feeling of like, I don't know, being petrified about life, which, you know, doesn't everyone relate to that? Anyway, I digress. I wrote that thing, and there are several lines in there that I really liked and some pieces that I liked. So I took those lines and I turned them into a paragraph, and like I edited them, and then I wrote around it, and then I like added some things to it. Anyway, so it doesn't have a title, but I would love to share it with you if you would like to listen. So for context, big brain dump. Like, it's not like, this writing is not, there's no flow to it. It's very chaotic, truly is brain dump material. I had written down, like, for context, because we're also sharing our work in our writing group too, which is exciting because somebody made a Google Drive, and it's like an open invitation to share your work. And so I wrote down like a little context thing that said, ha ha ha, hi everyone. I said, welcome to my brain dump. Here is a quick piece about trying to rediscover my love for this art form while persevering through this fear/mental block and reaching out to my younger self to help pull me out of the water. I was just thinking about how, and I probably have mentioned this before, but when I was a little bit younger than I am now, like going through my undergrad, I was so creative. I was insufferable. I just was like writing nonstop because I was in so many classes that propelled me to write. But during that time, I did it a lot, and I remember being so happy about it and so excited about it, and I would write poems like no tomorrow. They would just like materialize on the paper, and I'm like, I wrote that? Like, I would write things in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? Like, I truly embodied being an artist, or whatever that means and whatever that looks like, or a writer. Are people gonna be upset with me that I'm calling myself an artist? Okay, I'll say writer. I will. I don't want artists to be upset that I'm calling myself an artist. I like can doodle, but I'm not an artist. Anyway, oh my god, I'm Can you tell I'm procrastinating not sharing this with you? I'll read this to you now. And I'm gonna move my body so then I can put it on the screen. Okay, I'll go right here and then I'll put my writing over here, but then I still need to read it. Okay, so I'll go like this. Should I go like this? Okay, I'll go like this. It has no title. I would like to know what it is like to free fall and to close my eyes and trust that my art will ease me to safety. I do not wish for failure, but I would like to stop thinking it will be the death of my craft. I do not enjoy confusion and frustration, but I would like to let those feelings mold themselves into something useful. And I certainly do not seek out to be the epitome of artistry, but I would at least like to give myself a chance to try. Why can't I do that? Shouldn't I be able to do that? My parents are a living embodiment of consistency, so why is it that I cannot? In the summertime, my mother goes to her garden just as the sun starts to wake because that's the best time to catch the morning light and the crisp air before the world starts to sweat. Why can't I do that? Why can't I be like her in that way? Why did I inherit her generational guilt and not her tenacity? I would like to be able to seek some solace in the unknown, because are we not all trying to do that? There was a version of me that could. She was bright and fun and 18 years old. I want to remember her so bad, that artist, because I was there. I remember her. I am her. She stayed up late. She wrote a lot, over and over, because it was fun, because she loved it. She went to school and she did it. She went to work and went to school and she did it. She did it then. She would want you to do it now. Why can't I look for her, find her, walk through the hallways of my mind and knock on her door? I know that she will answer. That version of her would open the door and smile. And when she does, I'll look her in the eye and say, hey, I've missed you. Can we hang out? And because she is me and I am her, she will look at me and wait, because she knows that there is more I want to say. And because I am her and she is me, I say it, unfiltered and raw. Can you please help me? I want your happiness, your fun, your laugh, your creativity, and the love that you had for that. That unconditional love. I want that. How did you do that? Can you show me? I'm free next week. And I'll treat my 18-year-old self to a nice meal bought by my 23-year-old self, and I'll ask her, how did you love it so much, and how can I love it again? And if I let her, she will help me. She will take my hands and say, I've refused to let our craft be a chore. She will help me, and I will let her. And at some point in the night, she will let out a laugh covered in kindness, press her hand down on my raised shoulders, smooth out my furrowed brows, and say, let yourself have fun. You know how to do that. You have years of stories coursing through your bloodstream. You have poems etched into the pads of your fingers. You were born with an enigmatic need to feel. So write, be heard, and let them listen. Okay, so I wrote this yesterday and it was very quick. I was just like, because I was just like a brain dump of me being like, I know that I love to do this. I know that I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a way that's like not bragging. A big goal of mine for 2024 is to like be a little bit more prideful of myself. But I feel like I've had a lot of experiences in my life that have really truly shaped me to be the person that I am today. And I used to hold a lot of shame in those things that would happen to me. I am being so cryptic. That's part of my mysterious persona, obviously. But I'm really prioritizing being a lot more prideful and being also really prideful in the things that I'm talented in, and knowing that and being like, yes, I love to write and I know that I am good at writing. And sometimes it's a little bit weird to say that out loud, like to like claim something, to be like, I am a good writer, I am a good XYZ. And it's just so interesting to say it and to normalize it more. Anyway, I say all this to say, I had a point with this as to what YouTube has been telling me. The demographic of people watching my videos, I'm sure are around the same age as I am. And I am really, really like prioritizing falling in love with being this, doing this, and being myself and being really authentic, whatever authenticity looks like. And one of those things is like knowing, I don't know where I'm going with this. I really don't. I had a point though. Let me try to find it again. Going back to what I was saying, like saying that out loud seems a little bit like, oh, okay. Like, and like I'm trying to grow out of that, because I feel like women aren't, not to make this about women, but everything is about women and other intersecting personalities. Like, I feel like I've always just like been told to, you know, shh. I'm really trying to like break out of that narrative and also simultaneously rediscover my love and my passion for the thing that I know how to do well, which is telling stories and writing and being like a la 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 hee hee ha ha person and like doing all those things. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I really truly believe that all of us are so creative all the time. Every single person. Like, not just like people who are in the creative art field. Every single person is a creator, is an inventor. I ideally in my lifetime would love my craft to be my career. Obviously, like, that would be my dream. I think that I would want nothing less in the world. I think that I would feel so complete if I could write for the rest of my life. Would be a dream to me. And I was saying this in like my baking video. The only person that's gonna be able to do that is me. I don't know what I'm doing online. I really don't know. I don't know why. Like, I just am finding a lot of enjoyment in posting these videos and sharing my creativity and like ranting. I feel like I know I'm not the only person in the world feeling like this, but I so encourage you. It does not have to be posting videos. Like, I'm just a chronically online girl. I just so encourage everybody to, like, if you have a passion that you love and you are too afraid, I don't know if you're looking for somebody to give you permission, and I don't even know what kind of validity I have to give you that permission, but if you're looking for it, here you go. For some reason, like, in my head, I was like, I am so worried about what people are gonna think of me. I'm so worried about what people are gonna, like, choose to, like, say about me. Because I'm not a stupid person. The internet is scary. The internet is a terrifying place. But in turn, I'm like, I need to not be afraid because I'm also a big girl. And I just will not tolerate bullying. But I don't know if you need that encouragement. I don't even know who I am to give you that. But if you're looking for it from another confused 20-something-year-old to tell you and to hold your hands and say, do it, whatever that may be. If you are also like a writer and like have been struggling to like write like me, I will gladly hold your hand and we can even go like this. And here's the thing, it doesn't even need to be like a creative art. Like, it does not have to be in the industry of creativity. Like, if you are somebody that's just like, you have a goal that you're striving for. I'm getting so passionate about this. I'm getting a phone call. I'm back. Sorry about my phone call. It was very important and I had to pick up. I don't know what I was saying, so I'm just gonna end the video with a closing statement that hopefully resonates with what I was saying before. I could not tell you what I was saying beforehand. I really couldn't. My brain is like a goldfish. Before I go, I'm inviting you to listen to a passage from Big Magic, and I am obsessed with it. I don't read a lot of nonfiction, but this book has been really great for this era that I'm in. So good, and I really highly recommend it. Really great for getting inspired and stuff like that. I will say that Elizabeth Gilbert is a white woman, and I am not a white woman, so I take that with a grain of salt if you are a person of color reading this, because obviously my experiences are not going to be the same as a white person's. But I digress, because there are a lot of beautiful passages in here that help with this like creativity era, and I would love to read this to you. So there's this passage in here that kind of like speaks to what I've been talking about, and so I could have honestly not rambled this long and just read you this passage. This is to every single person who is listening to this and wants to hear this unsolicited advice from me and Lizzie Gilbert. Page 26, if you're wondering why it's worth it. It isn't always comfortable or easy carrying your fear around you on your great and ambitious road trip, but it's always worth it, because if you can't learn to travel comfortably alongside your fear, then you'll never be able to go anywhere interesting or do anything interesting. And that would be a pity, because your life is short and rare and amazing and miraculous, and you want to do really interesting things and make really interesting things while you're still here. I know that's what you want for yourself, because that's what I want for myself too. It's what we all want. And you have treasures hidden within you, extraordinary treasures. And so do I. And so does everyone around us. And bringing those treasures to light takes work and faith and focus and courage and hours of devotion. And the clock is ticking and the world is spinning, and we simply do not have time anymore to think so small. Take that however you want. And me, personally, as a person who has extreme anxiety over the passage of time, Lizzie Gilbert is telling me I can't think small anymore. So, as somebody who has been thinking small, I'm here to tell everybody that I'm thinking big, and I think you should too. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for watching this really strange, sporadic, unfiltered video, as most of them are. I'm actually gonna go film another video because I'm inspired to write a song. Did you hear that? That was so good. But I'm inspired to write a love song. So I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you soon. I do this all the time where I prolong the outro. Goodbye.